How's it going, everybody? Welcome back for round 4 of PRB02. We have 3 more boxes. This is box 8 through 10. As always, already opened because I was weighing them. Still haven't got around to weighing the individual cards yet. Probably end up doing that after I open them all up. All right, let's go ahead, rip into them. We've seen a lot. If you've watched other videos, we've seen a lot of the cards already, so I won't waste too much time with a lot of them, unless there's a cool foil card that maybe I missed a nice pattern with. Nami Don. Right now we have 2 gold Dons already pulled, so 2 left still in this case. This is the halfway point of the case. 20 boxes total in a case. Nice Jinbei. And we have not pulled an SP yet, so we're looking for 2 more gold Don and either 2 SPs or 1 SP and an alt event. For the alt event, I'd say in order of priority for me in terms of pulling them, I really like the Gum Gum Giant. And then I'd probably say the Cross Guild is my second favorite. And then Teach, and then Shanks. They're all cool. I wouldn't mind pulling any of them. I really like this Boa, this new SR in this set. I wouldn't mind pulling any of them, but I would say that that would be my order that I would like to see them in. Obviously, always chasing the manga. I would love to pull that. The SPs, I like the SPs. I don't think they're some of the best. I'd love to pull that Gold Don or the Yamato. I don't think they're some of the best that Bandai and One Piece have ever done. I like the alt events better than the SPs in this set. But I would like to pull, if I was to get my choice, the Luffy one is probably my favorite. Silver Israeli, SEC, that's my first one of those in this case so far. Lots of Bond Clays, SECs, which I wouldn't mind if this was the English version. Just a reminder, if you haven't watched any of the other videos, you're usually expected, so we have 3 packs left, you're expected an SEC, an alt art, and a foil Don. And I think if you get an SP, that's a 4-hit box instead of a 3. We've already pulled the SCC, so we should be getting an alt art and a foil Don in these last 2 packs. Whoops, not sure why I opened it that way. There's our foil Don, Kobe. I think I pulled that foil Don already. There's 30 Don total, so I would like as much variety as possible. I believe this is the first time the alt art has showed up in the last pack, but the foil Don or the gold Don has showed up in the last or second to last pack every time. We got an alt art event. A lot of these events look fairly different from the reprints, so I'm not exactly sure. I can't think of what event that is. Don't have it though, so I can't complain too much about that. All right, let's crack into the second one. 2 Yamato Dons, so hopefully that's a precursor to a Yamato Gold Don that's coming up. Somebody's car alarm is going on outside. Hopefully you can't hear that. I'd say a positive and negative. Well, I think it can be both depending on if you're a collector, it's probably a negative. If you're into the TCG, it's probably a positive that you get a lot of duplicates in this set. We've already pulled 1 or 2 of these already in this opening. So if you're looking for play sets, it's amazing. If you're just looking to collect and you don't want too many duplicates, that's not any different than PRB01. That's just how this set is. It's kind of like the EB01 and EB02. There's just not as many. Oh, here's an alt art. Pretty early in the, before the halfway point. I'm curious to see. The alt arts definitely vary more than the foil Dons in terms of where they show up in the packs, in terms of how heavy they are. What I was saying is EB01, EB02, PRB01, whoops, PRB02, they don't have as many cards, so you end up pulling a lot of duplicates. All right, we're looking for 1 SEC and then a foil or gold Don. That's a cool card. Whoops. Marco. Struggling. All right, we got 3 more packs. Should have at least 2 more hits, unless this is an SP box. Then each pack should have a hit. And if you've watched my other videos, oddly enough, one of the gold Dons that I pulled came in the same pack as an SEC. I thought that was really strange. I haven't watched enough unboxings to know if that is common. I've never seen like a 2-hit pack before. So it is possible that there's nothing in this one and then we get a foil. Oh, nope, there's Sabo SEC. Haven't pulled this one in that, haven't pulled that card in this case yet. And then we should be getting our foil, our gold Don. Like I said at the beginning, we have pulled 2 gold Don already. So we're expecting a lot more foils. That one always tricks me. It kind of looks like an alt art. A lot of foiling on that one. Nami, nice. Love to pull that one in a gold, but the regular foil, can't complain. Any of the straw hats are my top chases, so I'm happy with any of them. Haven't seen much Zorro. I did pull 1 alt art Zorro so far in this case. I don't think I pulled the top alt art Zorro, so I wouldn't mind seeing that. Zorro doesn't have a Don in this set. Luffy, I think, has 2 Don, Snake Man and Gear 5. I think those are all right. They aren't my favorite Don. I've mentioned it in the other videos. But Yamato is one of my favorite. I haven't met her in the series yet, but I like a lot of her card design, so she's one of my favorites to collect. Her Don is my top chase in terms of the gold Dons in this set. I love this Laboon card. And I also, here's the Gear 5 Luffy. Really like the Shanks Shanks, and then what's the other one I'm missing? Yamato, Shanks. Can't think of what the other one is off the top of my head, but those are kind of the two that are above the rest. All right, no hits so far. Pack number 5, I believe. That's a cool one. I don't know, a killer. I don't know if I probably have pulled it. I just can't remember. All right, still looking for 3 hits, possibly 4, since we haven't pulled any SPs in the first 9 boxes. I love this Luffy card. Probably my favorite. I don't know, the new Boa SR from this set is also really nice. I think they did a great job on those 2 new SRs. The art is great. I just want to check what weight we're dealing with here. 21.9, 21.9, 22, and 22.05. So these next 2 packs, about the same weight. There we go, another PRB02 Luffy, SEC. Nice card, I think that's the second one I pulled. So looking for an alt art and a foil Don. Looks like we're gonna get it in the last 2 packs. Almost done with these 3. I should crack into the second half of this case over the next week. Hopefully I won't take too long to upload them. Wow, this is a really nice alt art event. There's so much foiling on that. I'm bad with the names of events. I don't recall what that one is. All right, last one. Let's see if we got a foil Don or another gold Don. Hopefully it's a Shanks. I'd love to see Shanks in either the foil or the gold. Usopp. Another one that I collect, kind of goofy guy. All right. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one.